Hey everyone, welcome to What Was That? I'm Gabe Sanchez. Within one day of the GOP electing the fascistic zealot Mike Johnson as Speaker, the House was already filled with drama. Censures were being thrown left and right from Democrats and Republicans.
A resolution censuring Representative Rashida Tlaib for anti-Semitic activity, sympathizing with terrorist organizations, and leading an insurrection at the United States Capitol complex.
Does anyone else find it ironic that Marjorie Taylor Greene is introducing this particular resolution? You know, on account of Greene being involved in the Jan 6 insurrection, sympathizing with domestic terrorists like mass shooters and insurrectionists, and of course, being a vocal Islamophobe and anti-Semite. By the way, this is the insurrection that Marge was talking about.
This is an insurrection! Throw these people out! What is happening?
Marjorie Taylor Greene is nothing but a bigoted, xenophobic conspiracy theorist who is a member of a broken party. I mean, don't just take my word for it. She said it herself.
And this conference is broken because Republicans worked with Democrats.
Now, the resolution that I do want to focus on is Representative Becca Balint's resolution to censure the MAGA QAnon adulterer Marjorie Taylor Greene. Representative Balint's censure resolution, which went on for a little over 10 minutes, was packed with a laundry list of around 40 vile and incendiary comments from Greene over the last few years.
I want to report a murder.
Seriously, she absolutely buried Marjorie Taylor Greene with receipts. Just see for yourself. Actually, hold on a sec. I almost forgot my popcorn.
On May 20th, 2021, Marjorie Taylor Greene said that the mask mandate in the House of Representatives was akin to Jews being put in trains and taken to gas chambers in Nazi Germany. On September 1st, 2022, Marjorie Taylor Greene posted another tweet of a doctored video showing President Biden speaking with audio of Hitler, swastikas in the background, and a mustache akin to that of Hitler. Whereas on March 7th, 2023, Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene again referred to members of the LGBTQ community as, quote, groomers, and spouted anti-trans rhetoric on the floor of the House of Representatives.
Look, it's one thing to hear the receipts read aloud, and a completely different thing to see it come from the horse's mouth.
And the so-called plane that crashed into the Pentagon. It's odd, there's never any evidence shown for a plane in the Pentagon. MS-13 was basically like, they were kind of the henchmen of the Obama administration. They did a lot of the dirty work. Kennedy getting killed in the plane crash. That's another one of those Clinton murders, right?
Shapley.
Come on.
Mr. Chairman, we're 1 minute and 53 seconds over. As long as Ms. Ocasio-Cortez can get equal time, she can keep going.
I will let Ms. Greene wrap up.
And we love to get to know her much better. I think this is going to be the beginning of something great. The representative from Georgia, Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Well, hello, canceled Americans.
Just finished with our meetings here at the White House this afternoon. We had a great planning session for our January 6th objection. We aren't going to let this election be stolen by Joe Biden and the Democrats. President Trump won by a landslide.
Then January 6th happens, and next thing you know, I organized the whole thing along with Steve Bannon here. And I want to tell you something. If Steve Bannon and I had organized that, we would have won. Not to mention, it would have been armed.
Honestly, watching these kinds of videos and listening to Marjorie Taylor Greene say these things can take a toll on me at times, impacting my stress, productivity, and sleep schedule. And to help ensure that I am relaxed and get enough rest to produce this show, I make sure to use today's sponsor, Beam. Did you know that poor sleep can cause weight gain, mood issues, poor mental health, and lower productivity? Sleep is the foundation of our mental and physical health and performance in our days. Having a consistent nighttime routine is non-negotiable. I know in my own life, sleep is something that I always try to work on and improve, or else I just end up being unproductive, and as a result, my work suffers. Introducing Beam Dream. You know we've been raving about Beam Dream's powder, their healthy hot cocoa for sleep. And today, my listeners get a special discount on Beam's Dream Powder, their best-selling healthy hot cocoa for sleep with no added sugar. Now available in delicious flavors like sea salt caramel, cinnamon cocoa, and chocolate peanut butter. Better sleep has never tasted better. Dream contains a powerful all-natural blend of reishi, magnesium, L-theanine, melatonin, and nano CBD to help you fall asleep, stay asleep, and wake up refreshed. A recent clinical study revealed Dream helped 93% of users wake up feeling more refreshed. And 93% reported that Dream helped them get a more restful night's sleep. Just mix Dream Beam into hot water or milk, stir or froth, and enjoy before bedtime. Personally, I'm a big fan of the cinnamon cocoa flavor, and I was pleasantly surprised to find out how well it worked to help me fall asleep and stay asleep through the night. Find out why Forbes and New York Times are all talking about Beam and why it's trusted by the world's top athletes and business professionals. If you want to try Beam's best-selling Dream Powder, get up to 40% off for a limited time when you go to shopbeam.com/Gabe and use code Gabe at checkout. That's shopbeam.com/Gabe and use code Gabe for up to 40% off. Anyway, as you can see, Large Marge is insane and devoid of embarrassment. Back in July, when balanced resolution was originally introduced, Marge tried to claim that this was all slander, which is impossible because she literally filmed herself saying this stuff.
Joe Biden, you're not a president. You're a piece of shit. I'm not presenting them that they're fact, but I am presenting them that I'm hoping they're facts.
Generations of Black and Hispanic men, do you want to know what holds them down? Gangs. Being in gangs and dealing drugs is what holds them down. That's not a white person thing. The gangs are holding them back. It's not white people. It's crazy. I know a ton of white people that are as lazy and sorry and probably worse than Black people I know. The most mistreated group of people in the United States today are white males.
There is an Islamic invasion into our government offices right now. We had that woman out of Minnesota. Now she's going into Congress and she's got to wear a head covering. You know, they want to put their hand on the Quran and be sworn in. No, you have to be sworn in on the Bible.
When we rise up, we can end all of this. We can end it. We can do it peacefully. We can. I hope it doesn't have to, we don't have to do it the other way. I hope not. But we should feel like we will if we have to.
Q is a patriot. We know that for sure. I mean, is it going to be true that the child pedophilia in the elites in the Washington, D.C., is that what we're really going to see come out? Is it true? Is the type of corruption we're going to see come out, is it going to be satanic worship that possibly all these people are involved in? According to Q, now I'm saying according to Q, again, I don't have any proof of this, but we're talking about who is Q, so I'm going to tell you what he says. According to him, many in our government are actively worshiping Satan, or they call Moloch.
I've got a question for you. How do you get avid gun owners and people that support the Second Amendment to give up their guns and go along with anti-gun legislation? Maybe you accomplish that by performing a mass shooting into a crowd that is very likely to be conservative, very likely to vote Republican, very likely to be Trump supporters, very likely to be pro-Second Amendment, and very likely to own guns. Is that what happened in Las Vegas? Is that why the country music festival was targeted? I have a lot of questions about that. I don't believe Stephen Paddock was a lone wolf. I don't believe that he pulled this off all by himself.
There's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to take this global cable of Satan-worshiping pedophiles out, and I think we have the president to do it.
So after watching Ballant bring the receipts with dates and direct quotes, all I can say is,
God damn.
It should also be noted that when Ballant introduced her measure back in July, she actually held off on forcing a vote amid concerns on both sides about an escalating tit-for-tat after censuring Adam Schiff for his role in investigating Trump. But as you can clearly see from this photo of Marge consulting House Speaker Mike Johnson, he seems to be perfectly okay with it, so
Here we go.
Now, most likely, the House will not vote on this directly, but rather choose to table it. However, if censuring lawmakers is what Republicans want to focus on, Hakeem Jeffries seems to be on board.
There's a push among some in your party to censure Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene, especially now that she's moving to censure Congresswoman Tlaib. Do you support censuring Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene?
There's a censure resolution that has previously been introduced with respect to Marjorie Taylor Greene. And I think that if the House decides that they want to go down this road in terms of censure, that probably should be right at the top of the list.
So if that's what the House GOP really wants, then so be it. Put it on the official record and expose these fascists for the insane, deranged people that they really are. Well, that's all for me today. Thanks so much for watching, and feel free to follow me at I am Gabe Sanchez. If you liked today's episode and want more What Was That, you can join the What Was That Patreon and pick your tier to unlock exclusive content and perks not available to the public. Think of it like having backstage access to my show. Join the What Was That Patreon family today at patreon.com/IamGabeSanchez. So until next episode, I'm Gabe Sanchez, and this has been What Was That?